2Lads1Ruck. We don't back up. Scrum down. Big chat. Turn the mics up. Loose bones. We live in the pace up. Ruck. Rule talk. Never made up. 2Lads1Ruck. That's game on. From the grass to the pot. Like stay on.
I'm G. He's Benny.
I am Benny.
You are.
And welcome to 2Lads1Ruck. As you all know, we have a guest appearing on our show today. Ignore my hat. The only reason why I got a hat on is because my trim is absolutely dead. But yeah, so what can I say about him? Been around for a few years, been really close, generated a really good friendship over the last few years. Good rugby player, give him a good 6 out of 10 on a good day. Recently just come back from working in Europe, so glad to have him back. I'd like to introduce Leo Jones.
Woo!
Hold tight.
Yes, here he is. Here he is.
Oh, man.
In for the ones and twos.
What's going on?
What's happening?
How's it been, mate? How are you? How are you diddling?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Getting by. You know, adjusting back to being home. It's nice. It's good.
Yeah.
Good weather. So
Yeah, it is. It's good.
It's not
It's
too
come right
sad.
time.
Oh yeah, and for those that are complaining, we have tables this time.
your complaints about the tables.
Well, dear.
Oh, right, got
Get a
you.
fucking table, you two. Because I was leaning down the side.
Yeah, you can't argue that, can you?
But absolute pleasure to have you as our first guest
Yeah.
on the pod. Good to have you here. Making the pod a little bit more handsome.
That's it.
Stop it.
Wow, it's easy when it's me and you, innit?
Yeah, I guess
Right.
it is. Yeah, strong fives.
Strong
fives.
Strong fives. All right.
Strong fives.
I'm a 4 at a push.
Also, we are at our
Home grounds.
home ground at Oxford Rugby Club. We're in the Rob Martin room.
Yeah.
As displayed in the middle.
And that's one of your
Yeah,
mates.
that's his name's Robin. Posh boy, lives up in Henley Way.
So this is whole room is for him. From what we've heard from the vets was that he was instrumental in the early days at Oxford's success, and we got a room especially for him.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a players' lounge. I mean, back in the days when you probably used to smoke and that this was the place. And you got a bar there separate to the main bar.
Got darts behind.
It's just a vape room
It's
now,
just
isn't it?
yeah, modern day vape room now.
VL room as well.
Yeah,
like,
vape
But we
room.
don't vape all the time, John.
New, yeah,
I promise.
Promise. We promise.
nutrition rooms, a lot in it.
So, how's your rugby journey been, mate? How's it? Because you're quite young. You're how old?
I'm 21, mate.
21,
Yeah,
so-
21. So like, yeah, it hasn't actually been I haven't played a whole lot of rugby in hindsight compared to you both. Like,
No, yeah, what's the role?
I've played probably 5-6 years in total of actual rugby, and that
Yeah.
started at like the age of 12
Yeah.
at Thanet Wanderers down in Kent. I got hooked on it straight away. I was a football boy before, so all I did was play football.
We all have our cross to bear.
Yeah, we all been there.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, like
You saw the light. It's all right.
I grew up on football. That's what I loved. Sort of my friends played, and it's typical UK lad. Do you know what I mean? Just go and play a bit of footy. And I got to the age of like 11, and my old man was like, "Leo, you need to stop getting sent off the pitch, mate. Like,
Big Gareth.
me and your mum can't keep paying these yellow card fines because at the time, right? I don't know what they are now, but they were like 25 quid a fine, right? And that's
I think they're near off the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
and that's
Surprising.
at like such a junior level. When my daddy turned around to me and went, "Right, you're playing rugby," I was like, "No, I ain't doing that." I'm like, I ain't playing rugby. That's weird. Like, I ain't doing that. And I didn't want to go. Complained about it. He took me down to my first session, and I remember just thinking, right, I'll go, I'll train, and then just tell him I didn't like it, and then it's done. Then he'll stop going on about it.
Yeah, fair.
And then went there, and then absolutely loved it from straight away. Like,
What position were you playing then?
winger.
Winger.
Well, I come in, I didn't know the positions at all, so I thought, well, what's the easiest to learn? So I looked into it, and I was like, yeah, I'll go be a winger.
Oh, Jake is absolutely burning alive at the moment.
Yeah.
Every single winger's going, oh.
That's all I knew, and that's all I enjoyed. To be fair, at the time I was a lot skinnier, and I had a little bit about me when it meant running down the wing. But yeah, as the years went by, I left home at 16 for work. which was obviously a big change. I knew I had to give up rugby for a little bit. Like the years playing at youth rugby, so I played all the way to under-16s, and that was great. Funny Wanderers, great club. Shout out to them. Yeah, like I stopped playing for 2 years, focused on work, kept focusing on work. So it's probably almost 3 years out, like focusing on work and being away. So that was a big adjustment for me at a young age.
Yeah.
And then I was fortunate enough to meet Benny.
Yeah.
And me and you, we cracked it off pretty well, I'd say. Do you know what I mean?
So, like, me and Leo worked for the same logistics company, and we was out in Germany.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And worked out that Leo actually knew my brother, which is wild.
Well, that's how, yeah. Well, that's
we just sort of hit it off.
Yeah, that's how we hit it off. Because I remember being like, it's a guy called Kai. Do you know him? It's like.
Listen, by the way.
He's like looking at me. He's like, yeah, it's my brother. I'm like, yeah, I know him. And then we hit it off pretty well. And then I was in a pretty like weird place at the time. It was a good time to meet you. And I was like so focused on work and probably still adjusting to life like away from home. I think I felt a bit like isolated. I felt like all I was focused on was work, and I loved rugby up until then. I was always watching it, always keeping up with it. I just didn't play because I was just like, well, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know anyone. And then I think it was like 2 a.m. at a bar. We were drinking
Triangles.
Yeah, Triangles.
So we actually went to another bar, right? I can't remember what it was called, but I was wearing an Oxford polo top.
Yeah, and
you was wearing shorts, and they went, no teams, no shorts. So we just sort of looked at each other and went, everyone else went in.
It was fucking boiling, by the way, as well. Do you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure lads did get in with shorts. I think mine was because I had the Nike writing.
Yeah.
No brands. I'm like, what do you mean, no brands? And then we had a conversation went into the very early hours of the morning. It was a good night, and I remember you saying to me, "You're like, you should just come down and get home." And I did. We got home, and I thought, fuck it, give it a shot. And then as soon as I got here, absolutely loved it. And
because you messaged me, and we just spoke for ages, didn't we? And then it was just like, when you're back from your work, just come down.
Yeah, it was.
And then you said you knew Benny, and I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it was Benny that put the idea in my head, and then went through it. And I didn't really look back since. I actually loved being there. Like it's gave me like a second home sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're away from like home. Yeah. You have to make places your second, and this is definitely it. Do you know what I mean? Like all the boys here are like family, and I don't really look back. To be honest, it's good.
Good. So you arrived here, I think you were 19 or just coming up 19?
I think I just turned 19.
Yeah.
I just turned 19. And I turned up and I was like, yeah, I'm a winger. And they were like, no, you're not. But we'll give it a go. And then I think...
No, to be fair, you did well on the wing.
You played a couple of games for the Nomads, which is Oxford's second team.
Yeah.
But then I think you had because I think you joined sort of back end of... Probably just after Christmas, wasn't it?
No, I think
after the summer. So
I think it was just before Christmas.
Back in June, July.
Yeah,
I remember Reader being injured with his arm.
Yeah,
it was. I come back and I played a pre-season game at Cheltenham.
Yeah,
and that's where Reedy bossed his arm.
Yeah,
that's where his wrist arm, where Dave had his ear come off or something as well. But it was all hell break loose, really. Yeah. And then later on in pre-season, that's when Leo come down.
Yeah, I think my first game was Chesham. I think I was literally at training for like a week.
Yes, it was Chesham.
I was at training for a week, and then I think Tom Wells went, he's got a little bit about him. Right, we'll give him a go, because I think they were short on players, because I remember Jake Edel playing 13.
He was 13, I was 12.
Yeah, so I remember the game, and I remember getting there, and like, funny story, I got there, and like, right, first game, that means show yourself a bit. Do you know what I mean? You're a young lad, everyone's looking at you, have you got anything about you? Because no one really knew me. I remember went up to the changing room, I've got like Sully in one corner, Will Boys in one corner, like big blokes. So it's my first game of senior rugby, by the way, and I'm thinking, shit, like, I've got to do something here. I picked up tape, right, because I was like, I've got to do something. Because I felt like I was sitting there really awkwardly, not knowing what I was doing. So I picked up tape and started doing my wrists. I've never done my wrists before that.
Right? Love it.
And I
you only do that if you've got bad wrists.
Well, I have got really like girly wrists.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, right, just do something. Look like you know what you're doing. So I started taking my risks. And ever since then, I've taken my risk every game.
Yeah.
So, like, but yeah, we had a good game, didn't we? I think I helped score a try with Jake.
Yeah. Bust through. I ran out of pace, gave it to Jake.
Yeah.
Jake went down the wing and he gave it to you on the
to me,
inside.
and I gave him the old lofted over the
yes,
top ball.
it was you actually. Yeah, you lofted it over the top. Yeah,
I think after that I felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
and
you've done. I think I'm claiming this, by the way. G, I was the first person to do the Adam Shearer celebration.
That's bollocks.
There's a photo, right, of me, like, because my gas is done, right, let the speedsters go, and then you went up and I was following probably about 30 metres behind you going, wait, get the old Alan Shearer finger out.
The old Shearer finger. That was quite a trend that season.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, that was like
we
the thing.
Pulled the finger out a few times.
Yeah, because that was another game, wasn't it? Was it out here?
No, that was Chesham away.
And that was
at their
Chesham home.
Oh, no, it was Chesham home. That was Chesham away with the first game. Chesham home.
Because we'd beat them like 50 odd points, didn't we? And it was like here they really took us to the wow, didn't they?
Yeah, they did really well.
Really come at us.
And
really
and then I think it was literally probably about 2 minutes to go. We managed to get Leo in the corner, didn't we? And,
and then you were celebrating
with the Alan Shearer.
Like, put the fucking ball down.
He was doing.
That was one of the first games I was transitioning, I think, because it didn't take long. Like I was a winger for maybe a few games, and then I think it would have been Tom Wells, Ben Reid. They were like, "Look, we can see you like getting involved. Do you fancy giving a back row a go?" And I was like, "Yeah." Basically, they're saying you're too big. You need to like screw them up and get into the pack. Yeah, sat on their worries. I think I played 1 or 2 games for the Nomads, and then had a pretty good time. Like I think I played pretty well, like for something quite new. And then the rest of that season I played out back row, and I loved it. Like, it was brilliant. And then that game, I wasn't meant to go on the wing, but I think because of an injury, they were like, it was. I think it was Wellesley that come up to me.
I come off as well.
Yeah, so I hamstring go or something.
As always. So my hamstrings are made out of Play-Doh. But yeah, I come off. Someone else, I can't remember who the fuck it was, but like someone else come off, and everyone moved in one. And I remember the apologetic look that he got, where he was like, "I'm really sorry, Leo. You're gonna have to go on the wing."
I'm thinking. I
was like, "Well, at least he's played there. Yeah, he knows what he's doing."
Yeah, I knew what I was doing. I don't think I got the ball the old time. I felt I kept getting involved in rucks I shouldn't have got involved in. But
it's classic. And
I was lucky enough that I was on the end of a nice Dom pass. Actually, no, I think it was a missed pass to Ben.
Of course it is. It's not a pass without a miss pass.
Yeah, everything's a miss pass.
I'll clip it if we can get it.
Yeah, and it went out to the wing, and then I put up the Shearer straight away.
3 pumps, missed 2 people.
Run sideways for 100 metres and then pass it. Shout out, Dom.
Played at Twickenham, you know.
Played at Twickenham. How many times?
Twice, I think.
Oh, is it? Like,
and he's from the West Midlands.
Controversial opinion.
But yeah, that was a good game, I think. And then after that, I was just playing back row for a season. I think gave a good showing. And then I think we come to the end of, not last season, it was the season before. And they went, I think it was Ros come up to me on the last game. I think it was Gab we were playing, I think.
Yeah, it was.
And he went, "Leo, how do you fancy giving Hooker a go?" And then I was like, "Yeah, like I'm open. Like I didn't feel like back row was my place because I'm not very tall."
So. I remember we had a conversation about it.
Yeah.
And I said it kind of like, because you're just making yourself more versatile. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And even if you don't end up staying there at hooker, it will widen your arc with your knowledge of the game. So it can't hurt.
And then moved to hooker the next season. Had a really good pre-season because obviously we had a very common goal last season. I'm sure we'll speak about that more later on. And then Reader really took me under his wing. Obviously, Reader being our captain, like he was brilliant with me. Took some real. Like invested some time in me, which I needed. Do you know what I mean? And was a great role model in terms of teaching me the position. And then, I took over at hooker, which he was all happy for because it meant he could go to the back row, which is what he wanted. I think he had enough of scrummaging because he scrummed a hell of a lot of his career.
Yeah, and he's a tasty back row.
Yeah, he is a tasty back row, exactly. And he was brilliant, like in terms of development. And I think I'm probably playing. Well, I've obviously been away for a while, but prior to me going away, I was probably playing best rugby then. Do you know what I mean? So
no, I'd agree.
Yeah, like it's been a good few years. Really,
we said didn't we? We said recently that you going away was quite noticeable in the front row because that's probably one area where we're not full of depth as such,
like
isn't
I
it?
think as well. You bring like a sort of like a back in the day like Geffen Jenkins kind of vibe, because he was a prop, but he was like king of Jacqueline. And
Love good Jack.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, and because you're short and powerful, like you're an absolute nightmare to remove off the ball. Like I've come at you at a rapid rate of knots, and I'm not exactly a light bloke.
Yeah.
And you're one of these people that you have to hit with everything, otherwise we ain't going to get you off the ball. Like once you've clamped on, you ain't letting go. So I think it's always good having that extra ability, but you learnt that from playing back row to then transition into the front row, and you can see in your game your arcs widened.
It progressed nicely. I don't know if it was completely intentional from the coaches, but the actual route I went from playing winger so into the back row and then into like the front row was a great transition for me, I think. And,
but like the thing is as well, mate, is that like when it's open play, right, and you're in that centre channel, like you can do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of your times on the wing. Do you know what I mean? And like I've always said that we've got the best passing forwards that I've played with in a long time. Like you got people like Gassy who can hit the ball out the back really comfortably. Reeder's got an absolute bullet of a left hand on him as well.
Greenwood's great
like,
tip.
and that's what I mean. Greenwood he loves these good little tip passes and stuff. So it's like
you just don't want to get in contact.
You just do you know I used to be a 10? Right?
Yeah,
but yeah, all these things are done in a very short space of time, which has added more skill, more skills.
It's been a good transition, and I just hopefully now I think I'm cemented like where I'm going to play for the future now, and we'll see where it takes me. Really, do you know what I mean? I'd love to play a higher level. I'd love this club to go to a higher level. So just keep improving.
It's just working on it, isn't it?
Yeah, like that's all you can do.
This season's been a bit sort of like up and down, but generally quite a good season, isn't it?
Yeah, I think where the club's at now is exactly where we expected to be. I think promoting from 8 to 7 and being around the 8th, 10th position for a newly promoted side is
pretty impressive.
It's quite impressive. Yeah. Like we're quite good at travelling away in the sense of like numbers don't tend to dwindle and this, that, and the other. So that's been good to keep that level of consistency up. And some of the lads have surprised me of how much they've like elevated themselves to next level, because it is a big jump from 8 to 7. And level 7 when I played it when I was probably not, you're a bit older than what you was, about 24, 25, like was not as good as it is now. And I can
I've seen it.
That's definitely true.
I've seen it coming back in training the past couple of weeks. Like that, you don't see it when you're there every week, do you? But when someone's been away and they come back, I can see a clear difference in the lads and the intent. Yeah. Like not necessarily much has changed, but the mentality has changed. Like the mentality to defend, the mentality to attack. Like that's changed massively, and it's great to see. Do you know what I mean? It's good to see big changes, and then I just need to now cement myself in what they're doing and get on board.
I think you'll be fine, mate. I think personally,
yeah.
But I mean, more focus for me now for next season. I'm going to play the last couple of games this season, and then I might have a look at Oxfordshire this season, because they released the dates yesterday for open training. So
you can only but go and try.
Yeah, that's it. Do you know what I mean? It's open training, so I think.
And the thing is, as well, mate, it's like when very very long time ago when I've tried to have a dabble or trying to get semi-pro. Obviously, I didn't make it, but I learned so much from having that exposure. Like there was times where I remember one in particular, I scored on the wing, right, and I was playing 13. I scored like in the kind of like wingers kind of arc, and the coach went, "Great try, but if you passed it on the inside, that would have made the kick a little bit easier for the 10." Do you know what I mean? Yeah, can you make it there? But it's all about
there's always
doing
fine margins in there.
Them finer things. It's like, I know you hit that ruck, and you hit that ruck the way you should hit a ruck.
Yeah.
But if you looked up, right, there's a little bit of space in the C channel on the blind side, and stuff like all the little things, and that all I'd done was just bring that back with me. Do you know what I mean? So it was good to have an opportunity, and shout out to them teams that gave me that opportunity to go through them trials and test myself. But yeah, all it does is just make you a better player.
It does. Even if you don't get in, you're playing around players that are sort of like level 6, level
Yeah,
5,
yeah.
even some of the level 7
It's
players are
exposure,
good
isn't it?
enough.
It's all you can do
Yeah.
is expose yourself to it and then just work hard. Do you know what I
And
mean?
what you learn
Like,
there, you can bring to us. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
exactly. Do you know what I mean? It exposes everything. And if you don't buy in, then like you're never going to improve. You'll sit at the same level all the time. It's just going in and buying in, being uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean?
You
quite
you come
typical.
across as quite a family man. Like I remember the first time your parents come down to come and surprise you and that, and I remember having a word with you and being like, "Don't let the occasion get to you." Like,
yeah, I remember.
yeah, and I just all I saw was just like an overwhelming pride.
Yeah.
You know, because your brother come down, sister come down, mum and dad come down, and they were really like intrigued with the club and like interested about like your life at the rugby club as well.
It was cool because and like it's only like grassroots level. Like it's not a super big level, but it wasn't necessarily just about the rugby. It was more, I think, their first time coming up here with me working around here as well. And I sort of just wanted to show like I'm doing all right. Like I'm doing good. Like I've got good people here. I've got a good life here. Do you know what I mean? And
I guess it puts their mind at ease as well. You know what I mean? To see your world beyond the world to see. Like, you know what I mean?
But like I love it when my family come down. Like I think they're planning on doing it soon. And yeah, like I love it. Like it's good. And you all know this. Like I always feel like I play a little bit better when they turn up because you want to impress. Don't you?
It means more, doesn't it, when your family come? But yeah, your parents do come quite often. To be fair,
yeah, they do. Yeah, they love it. They enjoy it. They love coming
At
down.
least-
because it's Kent's not exactly down the road, like you know what I mean.
No,
It's a few hours. It's a good trek, like, you know what I mean. So I know they've got hotels over here to stay the night and stuff like. You know what I mean? That's a massive amount of commitment. And I think what's nice as well is that like they've come down and not said nothing to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which I think's cool. Like,
and
I think that helps with the player's mindset as well because it's like it cuts down that
anxiety.
level of
anxiety
down.
Oh yeah, the family coming. But yeah, like it's nice and they're brilliant, super supportive. Like I haven't got a bad thing to say, and like yeah, they're brilliant. Like that,
they seem to really enjoy it as well. When I've noticed, they really muck in with social scene.
My mum's been shouting like that since day dot. Like, even playing football, like she is ready to go on the other side of the pitch and start fighting blokes.
Well, I said to you before, like your mum's not the biggest bird in the world, but like you wouldn't want to fuck with her. She'd definitely come at you for rapid rate. Like,
even when she comes up here, she's still the only person I can hear. But it was the same when I was like 13, 14. Like when I was playing on the wing and kicking, like I'd be trying to kick and my mum's shouting. I'm like, Mum, you shut the fuck up. Like, like she's she's super supportive and she loves it as well. Like they both love rugby. My dad recently has just started playing rugby as well. Like,
really?
At the age of
that's fucking shit. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, he was telling me.
Like going to play for a local club and like it's good. Do you know what I mean? Like they're clearly enjoying it, and I think my dad loves watching it. And he just thinks, why not get involved? Something to do in it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like me and you said. It's not necessarily playing that attracts you to here. Well, it does, but it's like not here, but like rugby in general. I mean, sorry, and it's like it's everything that goes outside of the rugby
environment of rugby. Yeah, I'd say.
I said on the last pod, it's like you've been to one club, you've been to them all.
Yeah.
And there's a definite element of that. And I think, to be fair, I've been to some fair few clubs around Oxfordshire and Berkshire box as well, like where they've had really good setups, and you can tell they've got a good camaraderie and like a good balance between the ruckus of rugby as well as like kids running around and like it being safe. You know what I mean? Like I see kids running around here all the time.
That's it.
You bring your kid, everyone's a parent. Do you know what I mean? Like
it's the environment. Yeah, like it's brilliant. My little sister can come here. Do you know what I mean? And you just don't have to worry. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like whereas I'm not trying to slander football loads here, but like you go to a football game, you don't want anyone out of your sight because you know how things can get, even at a really low level of football. Like obviously,
that's true.
Like it is though.
There isn't like I thought because I've played right up until I was 17, and there's not the social scene outside of it. There's not. You don't stay in contact with each other. No. There's none of that. It's you play your football and you fuck off, basically.
Yeah, it's not the same environment. Do you know what I mean? When you go to a rugby club, you don't just want to play rugby. You want for me, I look for everything else as well, just as rugby.
Have some
you know what I mean?
food, have some scran, the same thing.
Play silly games.
Have some drinks,
Yeah,
play
you know
silly
and
games.
just have a giggle. Like, and
Yeah.
it's like what I like
Have
about
fun.
rugby is that unplanned night out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, you come to the club
Yeah.
and it's just feeling the extra bit silly.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
it.
And then you just like, you know what? Yeah, let's get the log out and start playing nails or something.
Yeah,
or, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Or let's play beer pong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unplanned.
But that's
social
it. Do you know what I
events.
mean? It's just a social place to be in. It's good. It's good. It's family friendly.
Yeah, the environment in general is like it's also like when you're going through difficult times mentally, it's a place to be, I find, because
Yeah.
like we've all had our ups and downs over the years, and some more
Yeah,
than others,
100%.
and I think when you isolate yourself from a place, it's not good, and you do need to be around other men. Like, you do need women, but like, men understand men. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking with people you can trust and,
Yeah.
and getting a decent response from, not the old like typical stop being gay, man up, like
Nah.
that. Like that is what you get with a lot of places, but like
That's the
when
one
that's what the turning point of
Yeah.
stuff like rugby. Like
Yeah.
most rugby clubs are like that. You can go
Yeah.
and have a chat with someone, sit them down, have a beer, and like most people are gonna speak to you and actually give you a decent response.
Yeah, like I think like lads are good with like the old mental welfare as well.
Yeah.
You always see in the chat, don't you?
We
Of
always
lads,
check in with you.
you know, just checking in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've had messages off lads. You know what I mean? I think Gareth and Reader really lead the charge when it comes to mental welfare,
Yeah.
and it's good. And like going with like saying like it's okay not to be okay,
yeah.
like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and just being able to be like emotionally vulnerable in a way. You know what I mean? I've sat in so many different. I've had some really good conversations with like AD about it, with Jake and Tom Mack and Reader, Gareth, and many more, Winston and loads of other people, like about individual things when it's been them or us.
But it's another reason why we're so tight as well. Do you know what I mean? As a group, because we've gone through a lot of like difficult things together. Like one that definitely comes to mind is Tommy Pritchard.
Yeah.
Former player, used to play for Oxford and many other clubs around Oxfordshire, and like he was an absolute character, wasn't he? He was brilliant. Like, especially when I first come to the club, I didn't know him long, but he was a great person to be introduced to, and you know, he takes everyone under their wing straight away. You know, and he was amazing, massive character, and unfortunately, when he passed away, like, it hit everyone really hard, some more than others, but
of course.
I think we all had a bit of a mourning period, a bit of grief about it, and we all grew together a bit tighter.
We still
I think.
use his name.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? We still hang his shirt up before the game and stuff, and like it does make you think. And he's gone down in Oxford rugby history. You know what I mean? And
well, he was here as a boy. I think Tony said he taught him from the age of under 7s or 8s.
He was definitely a million junior. I've seen the pictures.
He'd been right up until Colts, and then he went away to university and done his thing for about 20 years there. I mean, I'm exaggerating there. I'm not.
Everything there, by the way.
I remember someone telling me about that. I went, "Oh, liked it at uni."
Yeah, he did, mate. He loved the uni.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But one of the things it taught me at Abingdon, and because that was another club, was like, when you're the older boy, it's your job to check in on people,
Yeah,
especially the young lads, because that's one of the things that we used to get a lot, didn't we?
100%, mate, yeah.
And so that's why the likes of myself and whoever, like especially the older boys, we sort of want to look out for the younger guys, because life is shit and life is.
Yeah, like, let's be honest. Like, there's not a lot of good things you look on the news these days.
No, there's
like,
not.
You don't watch it, for example, because
since COVID.
because it's always crap. You know what I mean? But you do look at it, and like, there's never anything positive that comes out of it.
No.
Ever. Do you know what I mean? Like, the world's a pretty shit place to be in. But you know, places like this, and like giving the message of it's all right to talk to each other, especially to younger lads, because then younger lads can go up to everyone else and do it. Do you know what I mean? If you're younger than them, you know what I mean, or whatever.
But the young lads learn from like, just like we did when we were young bucks. Is like the reason why we done it is because that's what happened to us. Do you know what I mean? So like it's learning positive behaviours. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And in order to, when you get to that stage of your career, that's why you implement that more. And I said in the last part, I was like, when I come to this club, I just want it to be what them senior players were like for me when I started at Abingdon at 19. And it made sense more and more the older I got, without sounding like that guy. You know what I mean? It is. But what's nice now is that the younger lads are taking it by the neck, and we didn't do that when we
No.
were young lads. Like we just
No, there was
had a
there
beer
was
and cracked on. And
there was a lot of hush,
quite,
not hush hush,
quite
but
inside, like instead of being more. I think the younger generation, they get a lot of bashing,
yeah,
right? And in some cases, rightly so. But in
some
in
cases
some
not.
cases, like they're more mature than what we give them credit for. Like, you know what I mean? Which I think's what I think's good. My
Yeah.
brother's 21,
Yeah.
and he's way more mature than me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just about knowing that there's someone there on your side. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's good. It's good. It's new, isn't it? Like it's new. It's a new thing, really, in terms of.
Because the amount of people you do meet, and like every time someone new comes, I always try and sort of take them under the wing, and not necessarily playing, but just like trying to keep them engaged with the game and just stuff in general. And yeah, it's quite important, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just Switchfire. Just funnily enough, my
Yeah.
brother's just sent me a photo of chicken wings.
Oh, nice.
Like, if that doesn't sum my brother up.
From where though? Where chicken wings from?
He's doing them himself apparently.
Oh, right.
So I don't think my parents are making it back from their holiday.
No, yeah, I doubt it.
You've already said one already,
Yeah.
but funny rugby moment you've been involved in. It doesn't.
Or
PG,
see or witnessed.
Yeah, or witness something. Yeah.
I'm like still the funniest, and you'll both know what this is because I spoke about it before. But like, still the funniest thing I find, right, is when you're on the floor and you can give off a big old wet willy to some bloke on the floor. Like, I don't.
I've undone a couple of shoelaces in my time.
I can't remember what game it was. I really can't. But I remember me and Reader being pretty. We're either stuck down in like a scrum that's collapsed, or a maul, or a ruck or something. Anyway, we were stuck, and I remember this bloke was getting it from both ear holes. Me and Reader just from both sides, just like bang, straight in the ears. But like, yeah, that's sort of like I still don't find anything funnier than that. Like on the pitch, I'm chuckling away. But
and it's good to be, because men are statistically not as mature as women.
Definitely not.
And but that sort of shit is what you need. It makes your day funny. It's a memory. It's a memory locked in.
Yeah. I've got another one actually. I thought of earlier. I thought of one. It was Will Boys like putting his elbow through the table through there. I don't know. Was you there?
I wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Or was it? I don't know if it was caught or not. But
John, stop listening.
Yeah,
2 minutes, yeah.
Don't ignore it. But I can't remember what it was. But Leon, bless him, mate, come through that door. Will Boys has like jumped on a chair, pure just like DDT'd it, like straight in. Broke this table. Leon's gone in. He's like, "What the fuck?" Boys,
he's a big boy. He's a big boy, and he
went through the table. Yeah, like it was fucking. It was funny. It was so funny.
I remember one time when we was in there, we was playing beer pong, and it turned into beer pong rugby. And I remember like Jake on my back, and like God knows how many players. I was just looking up. My missus was sat there like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
or even like Ronan with Spider Pig on
that
the
was
coaches.
brilliant.
They're great.
That was Cheshire away, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know,
he's done it twice as well.
Do you know what the actual greatest moment of my life with Ronan was? When it was New Zealand versus Ireland.
Oh, they're coming in crying.
Yeah.
And you got Dean.
No, he was by the stairs.
By the stairs.
No, he was by the stairs, wasn't he? And he's like, like sitting on the step like a naughty boy, just like crying his eyes out.
So concept is Ireland against New Zealand.
Last World Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Ireland were under the pump.
Yeah, they were.
And he was giving Dino loads of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Right. And I could tell Dino was like getting
saving this
ready.
one for the bank.
He was winding up.
This one's been
And
saved
then-
in the bank for Dino.
And fucking Dino just opened up an absolute machine gun of abuse.
Yeah.
Because Ireland were getting pumped.
You'll
And
have
he
to,
just burst into tears.
You'll have
didn't
to
he,
get the
Ronan?
picture of him, because there's
We'll
a
try and
picture that
clip it.
Dean's got,
We'll try and
and insert it somewhere here.
Honestly,
just
I
like
guarantee
that.
Dino's got that on.
Oh,
like,
he's probably
readily
it's probably his
available.
wallpaper on his
He's
phone.
got it on
now,
Google
that geezer.
Drive. He's got it on iPhone
Everywhere.
Cloud.
Yeah, he's got it everywhere.
Wallpaper
He's
now
got
and
He's got it on a
files,
memory
yeah.
stick. He's got it on a
Telling you.
floppy disk. He's got that locked down.
again. That's hilarious.
That's class.
Yeah, we definitely had some.
Yeah, it was great.
funny moments.
Did you come to a Great West? Western-super-Mare.
No, I didn't. That was before.
It was good, yeah.
It was
that was
same
good.
year, but yeah, just
Gutted because I want one of them vests everyone's got.
we actually buried Dino
Is
in the
he?
sand.
That doesn't
Yeah, when
surprise
he was
me.
asleep. Yeah. We had a massive group photo.
It wouldn't surprise if he just buried himself, to be honest.
Well, I think he sort of half did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Mate, they are great vests, actually. It's something that we might look into going next year maybe.
Yeah,
Suits.
vests are cool. Yeah.
Or I could just
always
buy
see
the
Evan
vest.
wearing it on his story, going to the gym.
You know what? Going off it.
But that's not Evan's. He bought it off me.
Oh, is it? Is it not
You still owe me the money, Evan.
Going.
grip?
We were mentioning the right kind of people for this.
Right.
As I'm looking through questions, who's the funniest player at the club, and who's like names? You can name someone. You can name a few people.
Yeah.
Like, because there are a few people that are actually unintentionally funny. Like Turbo comes to mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I've
yeah.
already got mine.
Go for it.
Of intentional and unintentional.
Go for it.
Intentional is Sully. For me,
Okay.
I find Sully hilarious, but I think that's just...
He's quite dry, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think that's...
You have to know him.
I think me and him are on the same wavelength every time we come to training or there's a game. So, like, I find him hilarious.
He's like a grumpy old man, isn't he?
No, I don't know. I don't
He
find him
can't
that...
lie.
No, but it's funny. It's the way he does it.
He tries coming across like he's a grumpy geezer, but he's really not.
No, he's not.
He is funny, and he loves being funny as well. I know it.
To be honest, he's 10 out of 10 best shit house on the pitch.
100%, mate.
He never gets
100%,
caught.
Yeah.
Like, and when
He's always getting his head pulled out and
Yeah.
laughing at the other bloke.
well,
Yeah.
the thing is, if you have a top knot and a beard like him,
You deserve it.
Yeah,
you're gonna
you're gonna
You
get
deserve it.
Mate,
But-
you're gonna get it.
Unintentional for me is Roz.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I think unintentional
Which one?
is Roz, as in forwards coach
Forwards
Rory.
coach, yeah.
Yeah, forwards coach Rory's funny. Like,
G.
I love how he can come into it
Rosa
like,
G.
in pure teacher outfit, like looks tough as fuck, and then he's like trying to get the boys up for it.
It's
And-
like, right, told guys.
yeah, it's like, so guys, we have to be fucking aggressive. Love you, Roz, but yeah,
I
like
love Roz, it's right.
he makes me laugh. I think he makes himself laugh as well.
The thing is, the coaches do their meetings in the room that we're in now.
Yeah.
And I know you can't see it gets out of shot, but there's a door there and there's a massive window for it. And every time I see Roz, and if he's even angling towards that fucking door, his life's over with me. I go straight to that door and I don't even do anything. I just go.
Yeah.
And just look at him and he just has to laugh.
Yeah, he's funny.
He just has to laugh. And I love making him laugh without his permission.
Yeah, he's funny. He's good.
Mentioned on the pod before, played with him at Grove.
Yeah, he's a good
and
bloke, and
he
brilliant.
was exactly the same there. Like, you know what I mean?
He's
got a lot of love for Ross.
He's another one that like really helped me as well. Like he takes a lot of time for the forwards, and he really knows what he's on about, and
he cares.
he really does care.
He really
like,
does care.
And the way
the forwards are like his kids,
and the way he
you know what I mean?
coaches and sort of teaches and develops players, I think is really well
Yeah,
done.
no,
and
I
like,
couldn't agree more.
yeah, he's brilliant.
Because I've taken the
I mean,
this year in the back row, and I've seen that side of him that I wouldn't have necessarily seen.
He's
before.
probably the most different style of coaching I've ever had. Like, I'm used to being shouted at,
That's probably the typical forwards way, though.
but
I imagine.
I
So I don't
think
know too well.
I think it's probably like an era thing, isn't it? I think
That's what I mean.
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like that's
Like,
your
but
era.
now, like, you've got Roz. He probably come from that era where you did get shouted at, but he takes time, and if you mess up, I mean, you have to really wind him up to get him.
He'll still let you know, though. Like he'll still let you know. That
It
you
takes
need
him
be
a lot
better.
to get
It
revved
takes a
up.
lot for him to be like
But
snapping.
even when he's revved up, he comes quite articulate.
Playing, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's quite articulate about how he gets his information.
Yeah.
But I like that. I think, to be fair, I fucking love Turbo, mate. Like,
Turbo's funny.
he's just like, he's so tism, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, he'll do nothing and say nothing, and I'm pissing myself laughing.
Yeah.
And I can't even do an impression of him because I won't give it justice.
My favourite funny person here. Wow, he's not here so much anymore. He's living in Bristol, but Dino
Dino, yeah.
is
He's Isle of Wight now.
He's really,
An
yeah, Isle of Wight,
Isle of
yeah.
Wight now. Yeah.
absolute
He's
character, isn't he?
animated to fucking
Oh,
me.
he's
yeah.
What a
one
character.
of the funniest blokes I've ever met in my
He
life.
comes in and turns funny on.
Yeah. He comes
Yeah.
in to make people laugh. He's amazing. Especially when he's rubbing hot dogs down his neck. Do you know what I mean? It's funny.
He just gives
German-
himself tasks that no one wants to do, like swallowing
Was the hot
sausage,
dog.
hot dogs
yeah.
like that. Like
He just randomly did it
He's just
in.
like, yeah, I'll do that.
He just randomly did
I'll
it
put
in
my
Western
hand on the
Supermare.
dartboard,
He's
people
funny,
forgot it.
mate.
You know,
He
it's like,
he
what
ran
do you
it. He
want?
we were in Weston-super-Mare doing the beach rugby, and he just randomly did it, and he went boom, and it went down, and he went okay, and then he just kept doing it. He must have done like a whole jar. Like 8, fuck knows that. But you can imagine his shit coming out, can't you? Just coming out like a sausage.
Honestly,
Frankfurt.
Mate. I can't even down beer, let alone put sausage down with it. Yeah, I know.
I can't down a pint of water, mate. I'm like, nah.
And he's had many years practice, and he's still rubbish.
Yeah.
But going off that, who would you say is the grumpiest player at the club?
I'll have to explain myself after I say it, though.
Nah, fuck it.
No.
Send him to
It'll either be Tom Wells or Ben Reid. Now, I know... Now...
That's too funny.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But, like, not because they're grumpy people. I don't think they are. I mean, Reader can turn up grumpy and he knows he can himself. Yeah. Same with Tom. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes life is...
Wells, he's got little
grumpy.
man syndrome.
Yeah, but, like, they have such high standards.
Yeah, that's
like that's their thing. And if you don't play ball with what they want, Tom will throw his out and send you to the postal session. Yeah, like that's what he do.
It's a mission and task to not throw his hat this season, but what he's done is just miss half the season.
Yeah.
So he doesn't throw his hat on the floor.
But like, yeah, he's good because it's a good difference. Like we said, Roz has got a great style of teaching. So does he. And
Tom's a good coach.
Tom's worked really well for me because he's very direct. If you do same shit, he's going to go, "That was shit."
He's a mixture of both.
He's going to go. He's going to go. "That was shit. Stop being shit."
That's what I prefer. If I'm honest.
Yeah, he's like, "I know you're better than that.
Yeah.
Go run in, come back, fix up, and that's it." Do you know what I mean? Reader, again, he's just got high standards as a captain, which is what you want from a captain. So I don't blame him.
Yeah, he's a fantastic captain.
Yeah, he's brilliant. I don't blame him coming here. Having
What are you trying to munch?
There's a fly knocking about.
Twice. Yeah, but why are you trying to munch it?
Fucking eat its head off.
I've seen you do it. The first time I thought, what the fuck? I was like, this is really hard to ignore. And I literally said to myself, if I see him do that a third time,
I'm going to call him out.
Say something. Right? Like, fucking calm that system down.
Grumpiness, no. But I think it's more grumpy standards, isn't it?
No, yeah, it's just standards. But you need that. Like, you need people to have high standards.
You do need people. You can't have everyone all going la-di-da, but you do need people like Ben.
I wouldn't necessarily say grumpy for this individual, but it's like grumpy mixed with unintentional funny, and that's Mick.
Mick? But he's so plain, isn't he?
Mick has got a face like a fucking wall. Like there's nothing on it, and you never know where the fuck you are.
Don't call me Michael.
Don't call me Michael. And like he's our strength conditioning coach, and you'll do something right, and let's say the whole team smashes it. He'll be like, "Well, fucking well done then, mate." Yeah. Or he'll do it with us. Yeah. And if you beat him, because to be fair, Mick is like bionic.
He's a joke.
And he's like, "Well, I'm fucking nearly 60. Well done, mate."
Yeah.
You know?
He's like, "What do you want a medal?"
Like,
he's like,
"It's funny, but with a bit of seasoning of grumpy in there."
Yeah, you'd smash a fitness session, like, "Yeah, but I beat you." So.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, cheers.
Or if you beat him, it's like, "Yeah, by 10 seconds."
Oh, yeah,
well done. And you're half my age.
Half my age. Well done, mate. Do you want a medal? Yeah, go around the post. Cheers.
Yeah. Fucking all over them.
That's it. That is Mick all over.
But
he is good though, Mick. I'd love him to bits.
Who would you say, keeping with the theme, is like probably the most relaxed, like very mellow?
Oh,
we've got. I feel like we've got a few people that sort of
there is definitely a few that come to mind
within that bracket.
Most relaxed, like in what sense? Do you mean like playing or just in general? Like
both, either or,
just absolute casual.
Yeah,
super casual.
Like super like. If he was relaxed, he'd be vertical.
Yeah, they're basically
Gassy.
Gassy's definitely up there.
Gassy looks half asleep, but you get here and he is asleep usually in his car. So, like,
he's catching up on that late night stuff.
I've never known someone to forget their shoes so much.
I don't think I've ever seen with his eyes.
Well. Boxers.
He just lives in sliders, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, if he remembers them that time as well, yeah.
But Tom Mack comes to mind.
Tom Mack, yeah.
Very, very horizontal, isn't he? For someone like 6'10".
Yeah. You're right, mate. Yeah, good mate.
I remember saying to Tom, "Oh, how do you reckon the game went?" He went, "Yeah, I don't know. Just It's one of them, really, isn't it?
Just didn't really get the ball
like,
moving, did we? Or
just didn't really get the ball moving.
No.
Like, that's a classic.
They were just very strong. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah,
Tom. Glad
yeah,
for your input. But no, he's
I
great.
don't know who it is, but there's this one guy that just played really well.
Yeah.
Don't know.
He's good, isn't he?
Honestly, I love
He's good.
a Tom Mack summary.
He's,
Like,
yeah, he's relaxed. I'd say Dan Hayward's pretty. Not mellow, not super relaxed, but I don't know. No, he's relaxed.
I enjoy having a conversation with him.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah,
his range is wider than what he gives credit for,
Yeah.
and when he asks you questions about certain things, it feels like he's thought about this a long time. I'm not sure if he has or he hasn't, but I remember one time I was here with my daughter, and Mrs. was having a few tinnies and that, and lads were like fucking about and this, that, and the other. Yeah. So I went drinking because obviously we had to drive them back. And I was sat at the bar with him for about an hour and a half. I'll probably put Ian in that bracket as well, actually.
Yeah.
And
what, Ian being relaxed?
Yeah, like in the sense of like.
No, he's relaxed, but he knows how to turn it on. If we're talking about game day,
I'm not saying these players don't know how to turn it on. Like Gassie's very, very relaxed, but he knows how to turn it on when he wants to.
Ian's one of my favourite.
Do you know going back to who was the funniest? It's just come to my head when we're thinking about it, is Johnny Blue, Johnny Forsyth. He's just so funny.
His own world, that geezer.
That guy, honestly,
so funny. He doesn't understand.
For about an hour, and then someone will ask his opinion on something, and it will be so fucking West.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, how did you get there?
Yeah.
How have you gone from saying nothing
for
no 20 minutes?
I'm still trying to work that bloke out, mate. He's brilliant. He's funny.
Brilliant,
love him, but like, and a great player as well, actually.
Yeah.
But like, I sometimes sit there and think, what are you on? But yeah, good
nothing
lad.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah, no, good bloke, really good bloke.
Right, there's a few more for you. All right, here we go. Well,
shall I do a quick fire one?
Yeah.
Who's your top 3 players of all time?
Oh, it's not going to be quick fire.
Top 3 players of all time.
But it's not necessarily what the population thinks.
No,
it's what it meant to you.
Yeah, I'm going to name players from sort of my era of watching rugby.
That's
I'm
what
not,
we do.
because otherwise I'll sit here and start going Johnny Wilkinson, but like, I never watched
right
Johnny
up
Wilkinson.
to now, don't
you know
we?
What I mean? I'll just think
that's a fair.
Johnny Wilkinson, yeah.
Yeah, so like Finn Russell.
Okay.
Immediately, Finn Russell for me. Oh God. I feel like I'm not going to put a forward in here, and everyone's going to hate me. I'm not putting a forward in.
No, I don't care.
Oh, mate. Courtney Laws.
Oh,
very good player.
Great shout.
Yeah, good player. I like
great shout, sir.
Yeah, Courtney Laws, 100%.
Ex-Lions.
Yeah, he was.
A good amount of England caps.
He was brilliant. He was, wasn't he? Oh, mate.
He's probably one of them relaxed players that can turn it on as well, to be fair.
Yeah. I don't know. Just trying to think of players that like I remember really watching when I first started liking rugby.
What made you go boom? That's why I like rugby.
I'll tell you who it was. The two players that I was like, oh yeah, I like rugby. James Haskell and Dylan Hartley. They're actually 2 players I was like, yeah,
very good characters as well.
Yeah, like I know. I've always been like, obviously everyone knows that I'm a Wales fan, but like he was very close to representing Wales at one point. I know I'd love to have had him. I don't know why he gets the shit that he does get.
James Haskell.
I think it's because
he's got character. And when you have, it's the same as Henry Pollock now. You look at Henry Pollock now, and he gets a hell of a lot of stick. Like when he come on against France, the amount of booze he got.
Yeah, and he
do
just
you know why?
away,
Do you know why? Because he's a talent, and he's got a bit about him. That's all it is. And rugby needs.
They're not RFU men.
Yeah,
rugby needs. I've spoken about that before about the RFU image and like.
I think Haskell was your sort of like. I would say he was probably he was your first guy that didn't mind stepping over the boundary, didn't mind saying stuff controversially, didn't, and he
barrier with a lot of things.
And I don't think he was. He said he's never been unapologetic because that's him, and if you don't like it,
I've listened to both his books because I can't read because I'm fucking spas.
Yeah,
but like, his first book, What a Flanker.
Yeah.
He mentions on there about, because I think, and we said this off air a couple of days ago, like I think his parents are very, like, from how he describes them, are really out there of taking risks. Take a risk and we'll back it. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it feels like he got. I think he had great support off them because his dad was talking about having a personal website, and I'm not going to say it because I know he doesn't like it, and like he got given a nickname for it. But now every single player's got their own personal website. Like he was getting into things outside of rugby that didn't affect his rugby. You know what I mean? Getting into like,
but it's about owning your image rights, isn't it? And that, I think so. He was
he was there, and first England player to go and play for the Highlanders. One of the first players to go over to Japan and test himself out there. He went to France as well to go and play out there for Stade, I think it was.
Yeah, Stade Francais. Yeah.
Stade Francais.
Yeah.
Like, and he was really put on the back foot really early, and I think Wasps done him absolutely dirty. If I'm honest,
it's a shame because that's my team.
If the guy just absolutely breathes loyalty, and I don't think.
Yeah, he's a bit of a legend, wasn't he?
Honestly, I'm generally a massive fan on the pitch and off the pitch of James Haskell. So I'm glad
I like him. I like him.
I don't think he gets his the flowers that he deserves, mate.
Yeah,
really does.
That's another one. So going on to obviously the players. What was your team? Who's your team? Who's your team in the Prem? Or
it was Wasps.
It was Wasps. Mine too, and I'm gutted. But
I'll be following you after the end of next season.
Yeah, but it was Wasps. So obviously, that was me. I was very early into rugby then, so I wasn't not a lifelong Wasps fan. That isn't the case.
No.
But I've not actually picked another since because, well, you don't. I've always supported Chelsea my whole life. If Chelsea went bankrupt and didn't exist anymore, I'm not going to support anyone else.
Yeah, it's like I'm not going to become a Scarlets fan. Or
It's
just like, ain't happening.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I have because it's just like
you've got
no choice.
Quins in the Prem.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I like watching them, and
I
don't care about them as much as I do the Ospreys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was born into the Ospreys. I think who's that boxer that was on like TV show, Tony Bellew, when they asked him about him being an Everton fan, and he's like, nah. I was born. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't pick my team. Team picked me.
Yeah,
I think it was on them kind of lines, and that's how it feels for my family, for the Welsh side, because all Ospreys fans really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But on the other hand, I think me and you get to sit back and watch all rugby in the Premiership anyway.
We would anyway.
But I mean, we get to sit back.
Yeah, no, I don't
feel no pressure and just enjoy the rugby. Do you know what I mean? And give a non-biased opinion because we're not on anyone's side. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's a shame that and like we've heard nothing about it. There was rumours going down your way.
There's rumours they were going to be in
Seven Oaks.
Rebuilding Seven Oaks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's great. And then I've not just heard nothing else since. So
it'd be great to see him come back. Worcester managed to do it.
Yeah, they came back.
Where is Seven Oaks? Is it just north of Kent?
Pretty sure, mate.
Is it like between London and North?
I'm pretty sure it's not far off Gillingham, if you know where Gillingham is.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
You're stretching my knowledge a bit here.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's all right. No, I think it's around there.
No, nothing's come of it. And what's that? It's 2 years down the line.
Yeah, like nothing else has come through. Because they had plans, didn't they, to do or build a training centre.
So I'm guessing it's just
folded.
Yeah.
Don't know. You never know. There might be some investment in it later down the line, but
just to switch fire, because that's the kind of people me and Gareth are. What are 3 things that you think describe your playing style?
I had a feeling you were going to ask this question. I didn't know what to say.
Gotcha, bitch.
I was in my room like, if you asked that, God.
Like, for example, just to help you out a bit, like for myself, and it's not actually something I've thought about, so I'm just putting myself on the back foot. Vocal.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Tactical would probably be how I would describe myself.
I like comms 100% for me. Like that's one.
Yeah, your comms
that's one for me. Like
very clear.
Yeah, but I love.
You could be the loudest cunt in the world, but you've got to be clear.
Very communication is the most important out of everything.
Yeah, that's. I find that quite natural for me actually.
You always do it. Keep doing it, even when you're blowing.
That's probably why I've not even thought of it, to be fair, because I just think I do it quite naturally, which is obviously a good thing. I don't know what to say. If I'm going to big myself up to it too bad.
It's only vain if it's not true.
Yeah.
That's
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Wind up, hype and up.
fucking-
Yeah, I'll give it to anyone. You know what I mean? I'd give Ben
We
Reed.
do it in training.
I give Ben Reed shit.
I love throwing his hat.
I give Ben Reed
It's my
shit
favourite activity. 'cause
all
it
the
really,
time.
That's one of the things that really
all the
fucks you
time.
up.
And you know what? Ben always replies, and he loves the shit Reed. But
Yeah.
I'm the way I am because of him, so he can't be upset about it. And I hope he's watching this because now he knows.
Yeah.
But like,
He is a watcher
there's
of the
been
pod.
there's
Yeah.
been times right.
One
when-
of almost 69 subscribers.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's been times where I have gone like way too far in winding Reader up in training to the point where he's come over, croc rolled me, digs me in the eye, and I'm like that. Coming up, and Roz is coming up to me. He's like, "Mate, are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sound." And then like, well, next breakdown, I'm there, saying the next thing to him, just like, because it's partly his fault, but it's a good thing that I'm not playing Ben Reed every week. I'm playing.
Well, they always say the person that people like they hate playing against is themselves.
Do you know what I mean? Why should you not give the skipper some shit?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Why
off
not?
limits.
Why not?
Keeps him on edge.
Yeah, give everyone a bit of shit. You know what I mean?
Everyone's held accountable.
Joe Marler, he said, I can't remember what podcast it was. It might have actually been James Askell's one. Is it not for the love of rugby? That's
Good Bad Rugby.
The Good Bad Rugby. He was like, I never thought I was that good at rugby, but he's like, I thought I was world class at making other people look shit. That's what he said. So like,
That's a statement.
Yeah. That's,
I quite like that in a way, yeah.
But like, when you think about it, when you look at Joe Marler moments, what comes up every time? Him gobbing off or him
Smashing
just
people.
doing something he shouldn't be doing.
No tries for England.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But brilliant player, obviously. But
I'll put him up there.
But like that's how he described himself. Was like and I think being
That's a very interesting take on himself.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I think being a wind up's good within reason.
Within the parameters.
Within
of the
reason, do you know what I mean? Like, I love giving the opposite hooker some shit while he's about to throw. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of my favourite things to do.
I think it's a hard one, isn't it? Like when you're being asked to describe how good you are or what you think you give to the team, it's quite hard, isn't it, to say. It's easier to go, oh, I know what you give and I know what you give, but it's hard to do it on yourself. So when we put you on the spot, it is.
I didn't really realise until I retired.
Yeah, I'm just
because the messages that I got, I was like, I didn't realise I had this impact in this particular area or that, and it made not playing again, like obviously a few cameos here and there, but like not being a fully fledged grassroots player anymore, a lot easier in that sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess in terms of describing myself, one thing I strive for is to try and make everyone else look better than me. That's what I aim for, and I think if everyone done that, every game, you're just gonna have a team of amazing players. Of like
yeah,
I think. Sorry, mate.
But just like making each other look good.
I think in the last few years of seeing you play, like. This is what it feels like for me. I think what matters to you the most is that you have an impact. So, like, you want to, if that's putting someone in for a try or making that carry that gets us on the front foot, right, or clearing that person out that's about to jackal a ball and that puts us on front football, or giving someone a bum tap. I think if you've made an impact and you feel like you have done at the end of that game, or someone comes to you and goes, fucking hell, Leo, good game. Yeah. I think that statement, like, oh, mate, yeah, good game today. Yeah. Right. I think that travels really far.
Yeah. That's what everyone should strive for, though. Like, that's what everyone should strive for at the end of the day, So, yeah. I think I'm all right.
Well, going off that, who is your rugby hero? And who's your life hero?
Life hero, rugby hero. I haven't got a rugby hero.
No.
Yeah, I haven't got a rugby hero. In all honesty, I'm not going to make one up. I haven't got a rugby hero. Life hero is my dad. Very cliche, but like, yeah, definitely.
Not cliche at all.
No, but like, definitely me.
Some people don't have them, mate, or have shit ones, mate.
Definitely my old man. Like, without going into too much detail, he's had a lot of shit. He's had a lot of where has that gone? He's had a lot of difficult moments, and I remember a fair few of them, and he's come a long way. And I think to watch someone do that with stresses you can't even imagine at a certain age.
Yeah.
You know, and I was probably one of the things giving him stress, especially when I was younger. Do you know what I mean? And to see him come so far, and he's more open with it now when you speak to him. But like, he's brilliant. Like,
I think one of the things that I said to you about him when I first met him is that he's a proper bloke.
Yeah, I love my dad. He has been through a lot of shit. Like he's been through a lot of shit and dealt with a lot of shit. Like, you know, a lot of it unfortunate, a lot of it not needed.
Yeah.
A lot of it's, you know, you won't mind me saying, a lot of it's self-inflicted. You know, and he's come over it all and he's doing really well. You know what I mean? He's got 3 kids. My mum, who's amazing. Do you know what I mean? He's got a house and he's doing really well. You know what I mean? He works less now because he doesn't need to work super hard like he did. Do you know what I mean? Because he's done the hard graft. Do you know what I mean? And now he's playing rugby and he seems happier, and that's all you really want. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like, I'm proud of my dad at the end of the day, and he is 100% someone I look up to in every aspect. Because if he can deal with it, why can't I? Do you know what I mean?
No, I think big clap to that.
Yeah,
definitely. You know,
definitely, mate.
He'd be watching this, probably tears, and my mum would be like,
I mean,
I
I can't talk from that point of view because I didn't have one. So,
but
I'm extremely lucky. Like,
but
that's
is in terms of like, no, you boys. It's nice to hear a boy say that their dad, because normally it's like mum and that. Normally, wow, me and you,
yeah.
But to have someone in your life doing what he did and come over what I don't know, obviously, overcome stuff and still manage to bring you up, right?
He's done.
Because you're a decent lad, isn't he?
He's top boy.
Yeah.
Top boy. No, it's good. I was quite interested to, like where you go, like, and I'm like, yeah, and like it's good because I've met him. You know what I mean? I've spoken to him a few times on Insta and that, like, and definitely comes across that way, like. And I think it's important, like, to like. When you're having your kids, all you're doing is trying to make a better version of yourself. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And there's something that I saw before, which I thought that's 100% true, and that's definitely what my stepdad does with me. Is that your dad is the only person that wants you to be better than him.
100%, yeah.
He's the only fucking person that categorically. It's like your mom is the only person that loves you unconditionally.
Yeah.
Right. And not that no one else can love you. It's just a different kind of love, like, you know what I mean? And it's good to hear you say that. So fair play, Gareth. Gareth Jones.
Yeah.
Fellow
Gareth too. Gareth to Gareth.
Yeah.
Great name.
We did. I think I spoke about it last week, didn't I? And your dad come on. We first met each other, and then he goes, "Oh, hey, I'm Gareth," and I went, "Ah, me too." And he went, "Oh, small world."
Yeah.
He's like, "We don't hear too many Gareths." I was like, "No."
He actually really.
It's a dying name now, isn't
it? It is, mate.
Name. Yeah.
I like that.
Very Welsh name for a very English family. Well,
you'll be Welsh, won't you?
Well, my dad's Gareth. My dad's Gareth David Jones. You know what I mean? So I'm Leo David Jones. It's very Welsh.
That's a very.
It is in there.
Yeah.
But it is in there somewhere. I don't know where, and I don't know the percentages. My mum's told me a million times. But I forgot. Okay, go on. What question you got?
Question.
What is something about you that no one or not a lot of people know?
Oh,
and it's not your best thing. We all know.
One thing about me that people might not know.
Do you have a hidden talent?
I would have said hidden talent. No, I'm not that impressive. Yeah, brushing my teeth.
Once in a while.
Yeah. I'm in the shower every now and then. I'll have to get back to you. I know, that's awful.
I went ping when I was in the car. I literally pulled over to write that down.
I'll have to get back to you, yeah. I'll sit that on my mind. I'll let my mum answer it in the comment section or something.
Yeah, just answer it.
What are your 3 favourite rugby moments, if you haven't told us already 100 times?
Yeah, I actually wrote these down. Get them up.
So we gave some of the questions to the prior,
just so I'm not like pure flapping.
But there's a few, as we've done already. We just wanted to.
So I've done like Oxford favourite moments because
that's cool.
That's sort of what I've done. So the first one, winning the league last season.
Yeah,
like that was. We all turn up to pre-season with such a common goal, everyone was on the same page. It clicked straight away. I remember the coaches being super happy. We had our processes. We had the words we went by all season. Do you know what I mean? And
Fast physical feeling.
yeah, and like it worked, and it was such a good time to be an Oxford player, and such a good time to be around the club. And we won most of our games, but like it never felt like it would come easy. It felt like we were always pushed hard in training, like we always said about winning the week. And it was that. And there were times where we won games at the weekend, but the week of training was awful. So like, you know, that was also another thing. And by the end of it, we were just a really well functioning squad that smashed the league out the park. Like, we were brilliant, and it was just nice, turn out of a common goal, everyone commit, and we got a result at the end of it, and it was really good. Second one, beating Oxford Quins on the semi-final here.
Not the real Oxford.
Archie's boy. Always dropping off.
Isaac, I think it is.
Yeah, Isaac.
Big fan of the pod.
Right.
Yeah.
He was playing in that
He was
game
great,
as well.
actually.
Yeah.
He was.
And there was a certain old guy that sat on the pod that ran over you a couple of times.
I did.
I will send you that clips.
Yeah. Like, I remember we had the George Hanley hat-trick. That was good. We had your unbelievable dummy from behind. Is your dummy where you picked it up off a knock-on? I remember someone goes, "Oh, fuck, can you pick it up?" And you're like, "Wait," and then sent him. And then I threw a dodgy offload right at the start of the game to get the first try, didn't I? I think I was getting thrown off the pitch. And then, yeah, that was a good day. That felt like that's probably the best game from this club that I've been a part of.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
I think it's the best team performance I've been a part of personally.
Complete,
like everyone,
it felt like we had no work-ons afterwards. It was weird. Yeah,
everyone was just firing, but at the right rate and together. Like the warm-up was great. And you can tell from the warm-up how things are going to be a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. And it was good, you know. We were having a lot of good warm-ups that season, and just the way we all worked, the way we communicate. I feel like everyone was talking, everyone knew where they needed to be, everyone knew the process, everyone knew, you know, even when we were conceding a couple of tries, everyone didn't lose their heads. It was, right, we go again. We go again. And eventually...
We beat them 32-17.
Yeah, we just kept hitting them so hard by the end of the game. They crumbled. They crumbled. They couldn't even defend. Like, sorry, Quins. You know what I mean? Like,
sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Because I think we've beaten teams like 60 to like 7 or something, but it's not been a good performance.
Yeah, like and that game was a big turnout as well, wasn't there? Like for the Oxford Quins game.
Yeah, it was good to see the Quins lot come and support as well.
Yeah,
it was nice.
Yeah. And to be fair, like the Quins lads afterwards are like good boys. They had a good beer with them.
Yeah,
They stayed around.
Yeah,
they stayed around
good
for
lads.
a while, which is great. I wish more teams done it.
They're good lads. I
never
don't
good
want to lose them.
Actually, is Farringdon. Always stay for a long beer.
Yeah, it's good. And then my last one is chip and chase first thing that I haven't done at home. You know the game. You know the game where I got banged by Ben. Yeah, when I got absolutely ruined by Ben. I scored 2 tries that game, and one of them was a chip and chase. And I remember scoring and going, I'll never ever do that ever again.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. Because then I got a message from Don going, "Can you please stop sending clips of Leo being banged?" And I was like,
I remember that.
"Do I have to?" And he went, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay."
And now Ben's joined Oxford, so you know I feel less bad. I get more chances to bang him back. There's my 3 sort of favourite rugby moments.
I like that. Like, what would you say is like a go-to meal, like pre-game fuel or post-game reward?
You don't want to know.
Go on.
Tesco meal deal.
To be fair, you're
Greg.
Greg. Yeah, Greg's going to be all
Go on.
Yeah, Greg. Yeah, no, I have 6 eggs and a
To be fair, you're
Tesco's meal deal.
Well, after the game, I'll have a Magnum. Like, I love an ice cream, especially like when you're playing in the early months of the season. It's still warm. You like Solero, but like pre-game, I'll be honest with you, I usually feel pre-match nerves and stuff like that. So I'm like, right.
I struggle to eat. Me and Lockie are the same.
Like
we were saying it, weren't we?
2-3 hours before kick-off, I'll just go get a Tesco pasta and just punch that in, a little Ribena or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Underrated, that drink is.
Yeah, 100%. Ribena's good.
Well, going off that, like, what's your pre-match song? Like, do you like listen to a bit of music?
I also
that makes you feel like a hero before
I wrote this down as well. So I've got an honourable mention and the song.
Okay.
Honourable mention, Amsterdam, Nothing But Thieves.
Oh,
Yeah.
great shout. Don't know you got that off.
Don't know where I got that from.
Who did he get that off?
Me?
But
I went playing it in the car and I was like, it's fucking good.
He was like,
I like this.
mate, you know.
I'm like moving in the
He
car.
proper
like,
sounded Kent and that.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck?
Geez,
What
what
is
is
it?
it?
Me, this.
No,
well
but my go-to song is Rock and Roll Star by Oasis.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard that a few times out.
Yeah, Rock and Star.
Mine
Rock
is
Star.
Oasis song. Mine is Champagne Supernova.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Champagne Super.
I love-
Dad's favourite song. Yeah.
One of my
Gareth and Gareth.
Gareth and Gareth love it. Champagne Supernova is my favourite.
Victory lap for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved a bit of Victory Lap.
You liked a bit of Meeks as well, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last season?
Meeks
Yeah.
like me. Woo! Meeks is my spiritual animal, mate. Yeah.
Remember, you take me
But-
to a couple of games last season, you play it in the car, and I'll be like, I'll be trying to get on board with it. Like, I can get on board with
It's
it.
just
Right.
understanding the
I'm not
accent,
gonna
isn't
lie,
it?
I watched a documentary about Take That,
Yeah.
right? And then I started realising actually how many Take That songs I actually knew.
I love them. I love some of them.
Me and my mum used to dance in the kitchen when I was
Yeah.
proper sprog, like, you know what I mean? So I'll come to one of the games this season, listen to a bit of Pray.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, big fan of that.
Yeah.
You got everyone's got what's it called? Guilty pleasures when it comes to
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
Take That.
100%.
Take That is a guilty pleasure.
100%.
Yeah, 100% guilty.
Yeah.
Put a bit of Taylor Swift on, I'm moving.
Ah.
There's a line though, mate.
That's in
What
my
do you mean
house,
there's a
mate.
line?
That's in my house 24/7.
Yeah, what do you mean there's a
You
line?
got two daughters, mate.
Or what about
Imogen
like,
loves
Natasha
it.
Bedingfield, like Unwritten and stuff like
Oh,
that?
you know Jamelia, Superstar?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you are
Oh,
superstar.
No!
She
Oh,
really
sing yourself, don't sing it, don't sing it.
did the fucking hand and everything.
Oh, mate. Like-
That's good.
yeah, look, yeah,
It's
that's
good, love
definitely a
that.
guilty pleasure.
Love that.
But she's from Birmingham, so gotta be loyal. Gotta be loyal to the cause.
Yeah.
Favorite drink? Were hydration or celebration?
Hydration or celebration?
Or both.
Or both.
Or both. Put them together, half and half.
I'm pretty basic. Hydration is always a Lucasade.
What
Greg.
flavour?
I like the raspberry one. Yeah.
Not the red fruit.
I like the raspberry one, but then sometimes.
I also like the tropical one.
But if it's warm, you know what I mean? I like,
When I'm feeling spicy.
if it's warm, I'll have a little orange one. Do you know what I mean? And feel good. But like, I don't know, after game drink. Oh, mate, we're all suckers for Guinness, but let's take Guinness.
Every rugby club
Yeah,
should have a
let's
Guinness
take
colour.
Guinness out of that answer.
Yeah, that's fair.
We did have Brixton here, and I used to cane a lot of that.
We got neck oil
We've got
now.
neck oil, yeah.
That's a
like,
decent pint.
neck oil's very
I'm an
good.
IPA,
Yeah, I like
always.
IPA.
Level heads. Me and Leon was talking about icebreaker. Woo!
Yeah,
We used to have that
yeah.
when we used to drink in what's that pub in Mutton? It's just
Bystander.
Bystander,
Yeah,
yeah,
they got icebreaker
That's
there.
going to be a smokehouse now.
Yeah,
mate.
it is. Yeah, changing
It's
it.
gonna be great.
23rd of April.
But it's still keeping it part.
No, it's not. I spoke to them the other day because I was
Oh.
in there. No, mate, it's nothing to look forward to. Trust me.
Oh, because in the Oxmail, it was like making out that it was going to be
No, mate.
part. Ah.
They've ruined the village pub for all the punters, and that won't last. It will last a couple of months because it's a big trend, and everyone will be like, "Oh yeah, let's go to a smokehouse. Let's put it on TikTok."
Yeah.
Great. And then it'll die off, and all the punters will be like, "Well, I want my pub back." They're not putting no sports on there or nothing. So
really?
where'd you go?
Boo.
Where'd you go? Community centre. Shout out the wads, but like community centre, like that's all right, but it's not very big. You can't,
No,
you
it's
can't
quite
get all
small.
the-
Good, don't we?
Quite
To
small.
find
I would
places
say
to
Wads was probably the size of the little bar in
Oh,
there.
we did.
innit?
Well, we did the wads for darts, didn't we?
Yeah, we
When
did.
were playing darts.
drink.
Yeah.
Right, lads in there. To be fair, quite
Yeah,
right.
yeah, but like, do you know what I mean? It's a really small communal
Place,
pub. Do you know what I mean? You
yeah.
couldn't put a full pub's worth of people in there. Do you know what I mean? And
Nah.
the bystander was great for like when the football was on as well. Like I like it when the Euros and World Cup's on. Do you know what I mean?
We go our wines
Yeah.
to the plough in Hanny,
Plough,
don't we?
yeah.
That's where it
Actually,
is.
it's probably my
Yeah,
favourite
well, the
pub to
plough
watch
is
for.
where it's at now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100% the plough.
It's quite. Go on.
Did I answer your question?
I think so.
If you were to change, hold on, sorry, dyslexic. If you were to change, what?
Is it going to be the one 3 things about rugby? What would you
Yeah,
change?
yeah.
Yeah, I know which one. I know what I'd do.
What would you do?
Sorry, mate.
If you're in charge of rugby for a day.
If you're in charge.
If you're in charge of rugby for a day, dangerous, we know. What 3 things would you change?
Right. Oh, this is good. I was quite happy with this question come through.
We love talking about this, don't we?
100%.
So, more opportunities across grassroots game, moving away from like the private school route to professional. Yeah, like access to coming up to the top of the game. I can imagine there is so many players that are probably sitting at Nat 1, Nat 2 that if caught early, if caught young, would probably be very good Premiership players now. I imagine there's loads. Like, we need to move. It's got a class problem, rugby. That's the thing. Like,
I think.
Is it Will Wand?
I think
plays centre for
Tigers.
He was at Coventry last season.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the champ,
Yeah.
like, he got caught up and like he's absolutely racking points in the draft. You know?
Manuel Feoboso, he was playing Nat 2 or Nat 1, literally like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like Alex Donbrunt, like he got his first professional contract at 22 or 23, something like that. Like, he was caught late. Ellis Genge is like the prime. I love him. Like,
one of the things,
he's probably one of my rugby idols. Like,
Genji, he's good. One of the things I would change is get rid of all the academies, which is what we said. The sort of like Leicester Tigers Academy, get rid of them, force them into university.
Really?
Because the Bucks League is great, and that's where a lot of the players have come through, is through that system. Because, like you're saying, there's a lot of players that don't develop at the younger age, whereas they get exposed to a good level of rugby in the Bucks.
But then,
draft system.
You look at.
I'd love a draft.
I'm just thinking of younger players here. So, like, you look at Mucker.
Yeah.
Like, he isn't going through uni. He's still quite young, and he's Gloucester junior academy, I think. Or something like that.
He finds out in May or something.
And he's flying. Like, he's probably going to go senior academy. He's brilliant.
Yeah, I can't see what.
So,
like, obviously, I don't know what.
I wouldn't say get rid of the academies. We need to find a way to make it more.
Well, Gal's saying about a draft system, you know, like they do in America.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's what he wants.
University. Then after the university,
then they're all getting captured.
The lower play,
So would you say keep the academies, but have the academies do the draft system from the Bucks?
I'm a bit in the middle, so I think.
So do junior academies, and if they're not going to make it to senior, then say to them, look,
pay for your
university, do your thing in university, play at certain clubs. I think there's like 10 clubs in the league, isn't there, or something? And then after they've done, so like eventually it's going to be slow because it's 3 years, 4 years courses, isn't it? But when it comes to the end of it, the lowest placed team in the league gets first pick, so forth of the players, and then you might get more players out that way.
It is good, and it's going in the right direction. I think
that helps with development.
Yeah, for someone that watches a lot of American sport, like basketball being the top one, like the reason why it works is because there's 30 teams and no one's relegating.
Yeah.
Right. So if you finish second from bottom, that system potentially could work because that player will carry on playing senior rugby even in the championship. And I think if you keep the academies but use them in a different way, you can still put because not everyone's not going to want. Not everyone's going to want to go to uni.
It's a hard question to answer. Like, I'm not saying that's an easy thing to fix.
I
don't think anyone says it's an easy thing. I think, but it needs to change in some way because there is a class problem, and like Ellis Genge speaks about it really well on a podcast that I showed you with who's the guy? What's his name?
Simon Jordan.
Great podcast. Like, go watch that. Like, brilliant.
Yeah, I've watched about 15-20 minutes.
And he speaks about the class problem there really well. And obviously, from someone that's come from nothing and like the fucking arse end of Bristol, do you know what I mean? In a shithole, which he says openly.
Yeah.
You know, to come into professional rugby player, he sees it and how it should be. Do you know what I mean? And
I think he's doing movements, isn't he? I think he's doing stuff to get the
he's
kids in.
He's a great representative.
But the problem is a lot of the kids. So, like for instance, because we know Mucker, he's gone from a normal state school and he's been told he's got to go to. So he's at St Edward's, which is a private school, which is to continue his development with rugby.
Why can't he stay at the state school? Yeah,
because I think the reason is because the majority of state schools, I probably know of none in Oxfordshire that does school
speaking
rugby.
from someone from probably one of the roughest council estates in the UK, like, if I didn't have that rugby coach come and do touch with us when I was in year 5,
Yeah.
right, I would have never have really got into it. Yeah, my mum was like rugby to an extent, but she tilted me over the edge. So it's like, if he didn't come, right, then it would have been a lot more difficult for me. But at the same time,
Yeah.
if I didn't move down to Oxfordshire when I was 18, what would I have done with rugby in the West
Yeah.
Midlands? Because I was on the wrong side of the Midlands in order to get anywhere with rugby. And rugby's a little bit more popular in the Midlands now. Well, in the
Yeah.
West Midlands, East Midlands have got that on lock. They've got it right. They've done it right. They've got Northampton right. They've got Leicester. They've got
Cov.
They've got Cov as well.
Yeah.
You know, they've got like a good setup now. What's happening in the West? And it's even harder because it's in line with North Wales,
Yeah.
where rugby is also non-existent. But like, what's his name? George North, right? He was in a Scarlets Academy, and he's from the north of Wales, as you can pretty much get.
Yeah.
Right? That's hilarious. Scarlets is as further south as you can. It's in Llanelli.
Mm.
It's absolutely miles away. Like, if he didn't have the support of his parents, we wouldn't have seen a George North.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think
that's
going.
where it goes.
But
wrong.
how many
You can't
how many
have-
George Norths have we missed
and
out on?
That's the point, isn't it? Like, how many are there?
Going back onto it, I think the biggest problem is not just the schooling system. Is like, so for instance, if you're in a certain area, you're capped to a certain team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be capped to a certain team. I think if you're from Oxford, you should be able to play for Quins. You should the real Quins, Northampton Saints, Newcastle Falcons, because what those teams might see in you, Gloucester might not see in some of the lads
Yeah.
here.
Well,
So you it's kind of a bit biased because Gloucester have their own style of rugby. They have their own unique schools that they like to pick from. It's just, I agree. I think
you
it's
know,
rubbish.
Vardy, the 9 for Exeter,
Yeah,
right? The Italian lad that was brought up in
Yeah.
West
Wales.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right, his story is very niche, right?
Yeah.
Because he was coming through the system, was very in and out. He
Yeah.
played a couple of games for under 18 Scarlets, and then he got an opportunity at Hartbury, right? And then that pushed him down the Gloucester route. When he was at Gloucester, like, he weren't really getting it. He says they always saw him as an academy player, which is, like, I understand. I don't think it's right, but I understand what he's saying. So he got an opportunity to play for Britannia or something like that in France. It just got promoted
Right.
to top 14.
Okay.
Right, they got relegated the same season because it's really hard to promote to a Premiership team and stay there. Like, but he went over there, learnt a lot in France, and then he got an opportunity at Exeter, and then he hasn't looked back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, and then
Opportunities,
obviously
everything in it. And now,
caps
I-
and this, that, and the other,
It's
yeah.
not that I don't think, rugby's not trying to change. I think it is. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
it
not at the
is.
rate we want it, but there is changes coming, and there's great
It's just slow,
advocates
isn't
for it.
it?
It's just slow, and it's
yeah.
But this is why me and Gareth said that we don't want to be coaches.
yeah,
Coaching in rugby is always
yeah. You want to have a say. Do you know what I mean?
We
Like
want
But I
DOR,
think
these kind of
playing on another field.
This goes on to a good say. I think obviously we've seen in the press with Henry Pollock going
That's what Benny
into
needs.
what you're not allowed.
Is that piss? I need
Yeah,
one as well.
we all need one. Right, because I need one as well. I'm pausing. We're back. So, we had to do a quick piss break, and the question just before we had to go for piss break was, obviously we see the news about Eddie Hearn signing Henry Pollock. What did you think of that?
Oh, I'm dead happy about it. To be honest with you, like,
Yeah.
it can't be a bad thing, can it?
Nah.
Like, I'm a big boxing fan. Like,
Yeah,
I grew up with boxing. My dad was a boxer. My brother boxes. Like, we are huge on boxing, and Eddie Hearn has done so much for British boxing, especially, and world boxing. Now, to see him come into sort of the realm of rugby and start taking on people that he believes are going to be stars is great. Like, there needs to be more money in rugby. Players need to start earning more, I think, for what they put themselves through. And, Eddie Hearn, I can't remember what it was. I saw a clip of him. But he was like, someone asked him, can you name me 3 big rugby players, bar Henry Pollock? And he was like, Maro Itoje, is he one? Like, and then went, Finn Russell. Like these are big.
I think so.
These are like
England captain.
Yeah. This is what I mean.
First black person to be
Lions.
British and Irish.
This is what I mean. So
captain.
these are big. These are big players like of the current.
But we could name
of current. Yeah, exactly.
We could name footballers.
Of current
I don't
rugby.
really watch it,
Obviously,
but I can still name.
We're all very out the loop of it because it's what we love it. Do you know what I mean? So we always pay attention to it. But you know, in his point of view, he's just like, I want to get involved and bring some money and make some money for these people because they do. You know, I love what they're about. That's what Eddie Hearn's coming to do. So it's great that he's come in and recognised that rugby needs more, and that's what he's going to try and do. It can't be a bad thing for the sport.
It's going to be great for the game. I think it's. I'm also a big boxing fan, and I've watched it for many, many years. And like you say, he's one of the guys that's transcends the British boxing.
Yeah, like he gets a lot of stick as well, but you know what? That's because he's good
and he loves it.
Well,
he's a character.
I think it goes back to what I was saying earlier about James Haskell and being that guy that was like thinking outside the box and thinking ahead. And I think this is like the new age of because I don't think Henry Pollock's like James Haskell. I think they get put in the same category for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're characters.
Because they're characters, yeah.
But Henry Pollock agreeing to do it has that element about it.
Yeah.
And I like my boxing. I'm like, if there's I know little to fuck all about it, but I enjoy watching it when it's on. Like, I don't even try and pretend that I know or any kind of mess in me in boxing. Never boxed a day in my life, right? However, I think it's nothing but good for the sport. I know enough about Eddie Hearn to know that he's a bit of an innovator and entrepreneur, and we need people that are not rugby to then push it to the next
100%,
level. And it's the same about most things. You need someone sort of outside that bracket.
Yeah,
it's no different to coaches. Like a New Zealand coach being like, well, we had it in Wales. You know what I mean? We had a New Zealand coach. For us, they do things differently, and that time we needed someone different. We've gone back to more Welsh coaching, which is what we need now. With this, I think it's going to be nothing but good for Henry Pollock.
It's great. I just obviously I know it's going to be brilliant whatever he does. I just wonder what he's gonna do. Like, and
that's what I'm intrigued about.
Yeah, what is he actually gonna do? How is he gonna do it? Because boxing, it's a very, you represent a fighter, you're their promoter, you're trying to build up their fight. It's two people scrapping at the end of the day. Whereas this is now, there's 15 blokes on the pitch. What are you gonna do? Just represent Henry Pollock, not Northampton Saints? Like what? Like how are you gonna do it? You know what I mean?
I think you'll have to get involved in the club. You can't not.
Yeah,
and it's a good club to get involved in.
Yeah, or just I don't know if it's going to go. Maybe you'll just take it to representing England or the England's. I don't know.
I think that's why it's sensible, because the world's your oyster now.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you've got this one bloke. You have to think, who's he involved with?
I think it's about from what, because I think that he went on Jim Hamilton and he was speaking with Jim Hamilton about it quite recent, and I think he was like basically saying he wants Henry Pollock to be on all the daytime shows, all the nighttime shows. He wants him on Nike advert, and funnily enough, I see him on an advert recently. The
One Step
underwear,
Step, yeah.
I think it's like the more you get to see the person, the more you get to know him. It's a way of building him money, also Eddie Hearn money.
If you make big names,
but then it's also getting that head turning to rugby.
Well, that's what
and then
is.
Investors will go, well, he's done it, and
I
then
think it's very Michael Jordan-esque.
Yeah.
So like, he obviously got took on by Nike.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the film Air, you'll know what I'm on about. If you haven't, watch it. It's a great watch, even if you're not into basketball. But these brands would take on sports men and women, like individuals, tennis players, golf players, and stuff like that, or track and field players, runners, and stuff like that. Right, and he was one of the first people that was part of the team. Or how do you make it round him because he's playing in the team? Does it stop at Chicago Bulls? Does it stop at this? Does it stop at USA Basketball? Blah, 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 blah. And now, what does every basketball player do? They go push forward, get a shoe brand. Look at LeBron James. There wouldn't be a LeBron James without Michael Jordan and his family starting that.
Yeah, so it's starting the trend, eh?
Starting that trend, and I can see that transitioning
it's
over.
good.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, you want to get a wide audience looking at these characters, you know, that are on
this super boot, this speed boot, or whatever they're calling it at the moment. Like it's coming.
You want to get these characters on, you know, the nighttime shows because it then gets their name out to the general public, and they're like, oh, rugby, like whatever. Let's go watch him play. What's he about?
Rugby's
and then you've brought eyes to it at the end of the day. And
Rugby's been quite a close community sport. Yeah, and think about it.
It's trying to catch that casual fan because I've watched a lot of pods to sort of like get an idea, and I've said to you about the wrestling pod, and what they often say, it's not the hardcore fans that they want, it's the casuals that matter to them the most. The people that don't normally watch it come and watch it, and I think that's what we need with rugby. We need casual fans,
100%,
and then it will create.
Look, I'm a casual boxing fan. I'll probably put myself a little bit lower than the casual fan when it comes to boxing. But these
hello.
But yeah, so it's quite interesting. It'll be good to see what happens, and will it bring better TV deals? Will it just bring better like performance, because you might get associated with other sports. You saw recently that the England football coach was at one of the rugby trainings watching England rugby train.
Thomas Tuchel.
Tuchel, I don't know who he is, but
ex-Chelsea.
It's quite good in terms of that. But like, so obviously we saw another thing that happened at the weekend. I think it was Saturday. Jeff Parlin incident. What was your thought? Did you watch it with Craig Doyle?
The Jeff Parlin thing? Yeah, like, oh god, it's a weird situation, isn't it? Like, it's a bit wishy-washy. But no one's at fault there. I don't think it's a bit of a weird situation because as a coach, right, you got to put yourself in both sets of shoes. Right. As a coach, all he's worrying about, he don't care about what's going on around him. All he cares is his team and winning, right? And the process he needs to get through to go and do that, right? So he's in this tunnel vision. We've all been there as players and coaches. You're just like, right, this is what my focus on. If anyone disturbs that, it generally you've got a short fuse and you'll be like, right. But then you put yourself in Craig Doyle's shoes. He's got a bloke in his ear, probably going, mate,
it's got to be done now.
You go and do this kick. And awkwardly, unfortunately, they've had a bit of a clash. Just the only like, Jeff Parlin was right to apologise because at the end of the day, TNT bring a hell of a lot of money to rugby. Like they bring so much money to the clubs, and without that TV deal, clubs would struggle. Yeah. So he did the right thing to apologise. TNT did the right thing to apologise. Obviously, it's not what you want because you might have casual fans watching that going, "Why are they pushing each other around?" This isn't a good thing. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird situation.
I thought Craig Doyle was very professional.
I thought so. Yeah,
I think he was the kind of cheat code within that because he's not a rugby player or anything like that, but he clearly has a lot of respect for the game. Yeah, and he does a great job on TNT and other stuff that he's done with rugby. Massive shout out to Craig Doyle. I generally really like him. He asks the right questions, and you can tell over the years of him doing rugby that he's learning a lot. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And that comes with someone that actually gives a fuck. I thought he handled it really well, and I thought he not necessarily downplayed it, but was just like, yeah, to be fair, like I'll get it from his side, and then just moved on.
Yeah, which was the best way to do it. I think. Yeah,
and where a lot of people would have had a little whinge and gone on where and just like been a bit of a bell about it. Like, you know what I mean?
I think the producer of the show kind of put him in a spot that he shouldn't have been in, and
at the same time, Jeff Parlin's just like I completely agree.
Yeah, you got to.
No, I agree with Jeff. I totally agree with Jeff.
I don't think he should have pushed him. Like, I think that was a bit over the top. Yeah. I think that's probably where he feels like he probably should apologise. But saying something like, what the fuck? Like,
I still remember. I was like one of my favourite memories of Jeff Parlin was when he absolutely saved us in the last test, the 2013 Lions tour, when he come out of nowhere I can't remember the fullback's name. He come on as a sub for Australia, and he come out of nowhere and gave the fucking one of the best fucking tap tackles I've ever seen in the game, because he was gone and we were on the cuff of fucking losing that final test. I was 23, and I remember being in a pub in St Albans randomly in Hertfordshire, and the whole pub just erupted like we scored.
Yeah, mega.
Do you know what I mean? So I've definitely. I'm not having to dig out anybody.
Yeah, it's just one of them situations, isn't it? It is what it is.
I totally get it. And like, yeah, Jeff swore and pushed him, but it's kind of like an annoyance, because it's like they could have done that at half time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could have done that at half time.
Yeah, but then
they didn't have to do it.
But that isn't down to Craig Doyle, is it? That's down to the producers. Yeah,
that's the producers.
So if anyone should be getting any
time.
crack here, it's the producers. But it is what it is, isn't it?
Well, sorry, go on.
Do you want me to go through the rest of what
go?
Okay, all right, no worries. I think we should get rid of calling and marking the 22.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
Me too.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Right.
Big fan of that. And another thing
I'd supposed to get from football, or you're like, come on, yeah.
It would open up the game a lot more.
To be honest, I've got one that he doesn't agree with. But
what's that?
Mauling, right? I think if your number is higher than 8, you should not get involved in a maul.
Right. I thought you were going to say get rid of the maul.
No.
Yeah.
Look, for someone that's been a back for 90% of the career, right? I have a great appreciation for forwards. I love watching scrumming. David Flatman, he makes scrummaging a lot more exciting for the casual fan for me. I think he does a really good job with that. I enjoy watching scrummaging. I enjoy watching the line out. I enjoy watching watching them all.
But there's pros and cons to what you're saying.
I think if you lob five backs in there to push over the try, right? I think it's a bit of a cop out. I'm not going to lie.
No,
I know we've done it.
That's the team's fault.
No, I disagree.
I think it's
one of the most glaring ones for me I've never liked it is the caterpillar and being able to extend like 10, 12 men off the back.
Yeah, I've seen people talk about that.
It's a bit shit. That and the marking in 22 needs to disappear.
Yeah, I don't like marking.
Yeah, the marking in 22. Don't get me wrong. It
forces you to get back.
But it probably promotes. The only downside of it, it probably promotes kicking a little bit more, which like high balls, as in within the 22.
I think it promotes competitive kicking. So
That's what I mean.
I love seeing a competitive kick. Two wingers, two fullbacks, or whoever just going up massive challenges in the air. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of that.
I just think there's so many times where like people be on front football, like just beyond the halfway line, and they'll do well, and then they'll kick some ground. You won't make touch, and just catch it in 22, and it's called the mark, and it's killed the game straight off. Like you want to see a fast line go. I want to see the 15 catch the ball if it's not going out as touch and take it.
There's another rule that I'd like to get rid of as well. Is when the opposition gets over howls the ball up. And then it's like a drop 22. I think the attacking team should be awarded with a scrum like it used to.
No.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm just registering it.
I completely.
They need to revert back to that because you do.
No, but then when do you get rewarded for defending then?
If they knock it on or a penalty?
No, because you should be smart enough as a player to know that if I'm probably going to get held up over the line, especially when you've got like pods just crashing and crashing and crashing. If you keep doing that, there's a good chance that you're probably going to get held up over the line.
I don't mind the holding up, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't, because I think it awards the defence. And when you're in the 22, it's hard enough as it is.
22. The thing is, when you get to the 22, you get rewarded for your.
What about them
instead of being on your goal line? Instead of doing a goal line dropout, 22, you can put your laces through it, and then and don't get me wrong, they're getting the ball back, or you can just kick it up and just see what fucking happens. Because if you kick it up and make it challenging, then you still got a chance of losing the ball. I don't like this offside line thing that's just disappeared from kicking now. Like you can be offside and just grab the ball from a bouncing kick. But no, I don't mind that. I don't think rugby rewards defence enough.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only thing that rewards defence. There's been multiple times where I've been under and held someone up, and I actually get a big kick out of it, and I feel like that's sometimes the only reward I'm getting. You can defend really well in the 22 and still concede. on your goal line.
And if you're a smaller team, it gives you a chance to to be rewarded for your defence.
Yeah. I get it. I get the point of view, but I just think you've really limited.
One of the other rules they've changed as well is like, because back in the day, you used to be able to say if you're on a try line and you're working, and if you got the ball to touch the post, that would be a try.
Oh, really?
You nearly done that in the Nomads game. I was watching.
Yeah,
I saw your mind change. Like,
I was like, shit.
Remember when James Askell ran into the post?
Yeah,
that was funny.
Because I went to do it and I was like, oh, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And then
I literally was watching you, and I went, he's going to think.
I dotted it down, but then I got cleared out. As I got cleared out, I dragged the ball back with me, and then I was
You've done well to adjust yourself.
But I'd scored, definitely scored, and then I was like, and then I got hit back, and then I was like, right, I better keep it with me because he's obviously not seen it.
My last one, I think you'll agree with.
What's that?
I think you'll easily agree with, and if you don't, you're a bit weird. 5 subs across all levels of rugby,
even at the top.
Yeah,
I think it should be fucking a lot more. I'm not gonna lie.
But I mean, but we currently play in a level where we've gone from one level playing like five subs, was it? You could 5 subs. I think it was 5.
Yeah.
We've then gone into a higher level, and then we only get 3. I don't really understand.
But you go up 2 leagues, and it's back to
and then it's back up to 5. Why? What's the reasoning? No, I'd be happy if someone could tell me.
They get more than 5.
23 and 8. They get 8.
Yeah, they get 8, which again I get. But like,
why can't we have
why can't we? They're playing a higher level of rugby at a harder rate. So obviously they're going to need the sub. But
I think we should. All the laws should match with Prem. So why can't everyone have 8? It gives more people opportunity to play.
Yeah.
It gives more people. If you've just missed out and you end up on the bench, it gives
Colts a place on the bench. It does so much. Now, if someone can answer why it's like that, that'd be great.
I think it's bullshit. I don't think they know why.
No, I don't think so either.
It is what it is.
It's just a rule that's been there and no one's touched it.
We've always done it. I'm like,
I think
because another team can come with 7 subs. Another team can come with
I'm all for hearing a why. Like if there's a valid why there, let's hear it. I'm going to listen. But it
was something to do with keeping like other teams afloat. So
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
So like if you've got
this
a second
level,
team.
No, at this level, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's my last one. I think at a minimum, 5 subs across the board at all levels. Granted, Premiership 8. You got to think they're playing a very high level of rugby. Injuries.
I think there's a lot of talk in the press that the pros think they should go down to at least 20, if not less, because then it enforces more play.
More? No. Yeah, but then there's loads of talk about like I don't know. Watch the Ben Young's documentary. Did you watch Ben Young with how safe is rugby and stuff like that? They're talking about doing that, but then we're talking about the safety of rugby loads. Well, that isn't really that safe, is it? Why can't we have more rotation to keep people safe?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see it as. So we can't. So we can't be complaining.
You'll get 1, maybe 2.
They can't be saying, we want 20 people, but like you need rotation.
I think a lot of that from the historical injuries, like head injuries, trauma that's coming through is because they would train every day as well.
Yeah, that was what they said.
That's the issue. That's the difference.
There's now limits now, so I think there's like 15 minutes contact training you can do every week. I think that's actually the rule now. But there's other rules they're trying to put in place. If I can remember from what I watched, I think it was like seasons need to be shorter, which I don't want seasons to be shorter because I like playing all year round.
I think the season's fine. It's just all these stupid cuts.
Yeah, agreed. That's also ridiculous.
Just have your European,
like the Papa John's Cup. Like why? Why is that on there? Everyone's knackered. Everyone's had a long season.
Yeah,
and usually the team that wins it is because of people are concentrating on the league.
Yeah,
we've done it before.
The amount of people that have just pulled out because they're like, we've done well this season. I don't need to play your cup. Like, do you know what I mean?
No.
The only cup that should be going on for me anyway, and just for this place is
local,
Oxfordshire fucking cup.
That
the county cup is like that's great. Like we had a great time doing that, didn't we, last season? And
I think it was like fully expected us not to win because
and then we got to the final
because we basically put our Nomads team out against Wheatley.
Oh, well,
wasn't it? And then I don't think the coaches thought we were going to get past them.
And then we got to the final, and it was a great final the first
That's good,
half.
I couldn't
It was a
wait
great
for
cup run actually.
It was
'cause
great cup
you
run.
played probably two of the best teams in the whole cup.
Yeah, that's when we
And
done
beat
Quins
them.
in the semi-final. And then
And
fair play to
Chinna
Wallingford,
Freeze.
they beat us in the end of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we're not going to say too much about that, are we, Wally?
No.
No.
Where did them players come from again? Were they all from Wallingford?
Oh, London Scottish, was it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
As soon as you said it, I thought you were just going to get Gareth off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, what are you looking for the future? What's your next? So, obviously, you're going to go for the county trials. see
Yeah,
how you
mate,
get
I'm
on.
going to give County a go. Just keep progressing, really. Like, see what we can go for. Next season will be like my season. I'm more worried about the rest of the season. See it out, go for County, give that a good go, give that a good crack.
Yeah.
And then see what next season brings. Keep the boys up, and then give them a good challenge. You know,
get some more recruitment
get
in.
a good representation of ourselves. That's what I want to do next season. Like, and
push for the top half of the table next year. I think,
and see what opportunities come up. Do you know what I mean?
I think we're close. Just a couple of players short of that.
Yeah. But that's how it is at this level, though, isn't it? It's not just us. It's many other clubs that are in the same situation.
And it's been quite a overall weird season, isn't it? It's like everybody seems to be beating everybody, except for probably the top two. I'd say
they said this at the start of the season. Though, I'm pretty sure before he even left.
Like everyone can beat.
It's a weird league.
Everyone can beat everyone. And it has. And you look at anywhere from 10th.
Like a team of Scotland.
Yeah, it's weird.
Anyone can beat anyone.
You can look at anywhere from 10th to about 4th or 5th. They're all within 5 to 10 points of each other.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird.
But just to summarise, great to have you on, Leo.
Cheers,
it's been
mate.
a really, really, really good chat.
It's been a lot of fun, actually.
Really easy chat. Good luck on your season. I'm saying that now as a retired player. Really looking forward to watching you both play, whether it's for the first team or for the Nomads. Obviously, good luck. I wish nothing but yourself, Mrs. family, good health, and generally like a little brother to me, mate. So,
cheers, mate.
Keep it going. Play for us, right?
Yeah, of course, will.
And I'll look forward to coming to watch the first teamers next season.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. No, cheers for having me. It's been good crack. Really enjoyed it.
Right. Just remember, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Right. Watch what you want to watch, or what you don't want to watch.
Follow Leo Jones on Instagram.
It's probably the best setup we've had.
Follow Leo Jones on Instagram. He's a high-profile player now.
But yeah, hope people enjoy it. We're raw and to the point, really. It's probably the best setup we've had being at the club. I just want to thank Oxford Rugby Club and John for allowing us to use facilities here. It definitely won't go.
No, it definitely looks a lot better set up, isn't it?
There's another venue that I've got lined up for us. Hopefully, when I get back from working in Europe, should be back at the end of June. So the podcast will look slightly differently with like me just on the phone, probably doing it Zoom style. But I'm probably looking at getting a guest.
Yeah, me.
Either while I'm away
to help me
or to help Gareth out, and we'll definitely do another guest when we get back.
I can always fill in for you, mate. I can always fill in.
Yeah, don't mind. Anyone.
First guest honours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's been good. No, I'm very grateful.
So we're 2Lads1Ruck. He's Gareth.
He's Benny.
See you on the flip side.
Bash.
Bash.
2 lads, 1 ruck. We don't back up. Scrum down. Big cat, turn the mics up. Loose bones, we lift the pace up. Rule talk, never made up. 2 lads, 1 ruck. That's game on. From the grass to the pot, like stay on.